Спасибо, что вы слушали этот подкаст. Очень рад, что вы здесь остановились.
Bro, that's so
Давайте
tight.
слушайте для следующей и до следующего. Давайте.
That was the
Get a little closer to the microphone. And we'll run like a quick test. I sound good. You guys go ahead and talk.
mic check 1 2 1 2.
Mic check. We
Mic
sound
check.
good. I
How's it
think
going?
we're recording now. So welcome everybody again to another episode.
Sorry we skipped.
I know we
skipped
skipped
what?
a week. It's a little bit of a catch up now, you know, because you've
Yeah.
been doing a bunch of stuff. You
Yeah.
went to fucking LA.
Yeah. I mean that's why we didn't do it. I was out of town.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it's always nice to have a little break, but we have another guest, and I am not gonna try to pronounce his name because I'm just gonna butcher it.
Yeah.
I already did butcher it once, so I don't want to do it again. So do you want to introduce yourself to the people and then kind of tell us what you do?
Yeah.
All right. So who are you, man?
My name's Roman. I've been doing car photography for 3-4 years in the area. That's pretty much all I stick with doing. And yeah, I mean that's
Awesome.
that's the
That's
rundown.
the general
of it.
rundown.
Yeah, that's about it.
Humble guy.
How'd you
His-
mispronounce Roman?
Roman. What did I say the first time?
Said
I don't
Romeo.
know. Yeah, Romeo. Or
Romeo?
something like that. Well, I had never met him, dude. What do you want?
I literally told you his name was Roman. How do you mispronounce Roman?
I don't even want to risk it.
That's
you know?
such an easy name to say.
Usually it's my last name, but hey,
What's your last name?
Labzov.
Labzov?
Yeah, it's Labzov, but I just swear to God it's impossible.
For
Labzov.
people to
Okay.
pronounce it right.
Yeah,
I could see that being a last name where you like mispronounce
it's
it.
the
so I could-
BZ. Yeah.
Mm.
See,
Yeah, I'm like Roman though. Come on, man.
bro.
Roman?
I'm
Times
trying to
New
save
Roman?
here, okay?
Times
And
New
if you
Roman,
want-
for real.
You never know. Hey,
You
if
just
you
can't
want,
spell
I don't feel like White Claws, or you want water?
I'm chilling.
Because if you want, you know,
Help
something, you
yourself.
can help yourself.
Okay, so a little
Actually,
sip.
yeah.
Yeah, can you
Don't
give me
mind.
the watermelon?
Crack one of these. What else
I
do
realized
want?
that this is the time for me. I
Can't
actually
read.
enjoy the podcast just because I get to just chill for a little bit, you know?
Hang out, unwind. Hell yeah.
So, yeah, you just help yourselves, man. Don't leave me alone.
I'm enjoying
Have you had the little Corona drinks that are like this? They're kind of like the Hispanic version of White Claws. Dude, they're amazing.
I've had some of the ones that are like micheladas.
Oh no, not those.
Some
They're
of
like
those, but-
they're basically a White Claw, but from Corona. you know?
Corona? Yeah, I've heard
Like
of them.
cocktails, they're so good.
Really?
I barely tried them like a couple weeks ago, and now if I go to the store, like screw White Claws, I go for
Screw
those.
White Claws.
Really?
Come on, bro, we're Hispanic. We should have.
I'm
those
just
here.
barely getting.
Yeah, what's
I'm
going
barely
on?
getting into White Claws. Leave me alone.
Can we start having
You
those
came
here?
on strong today, huh? You're trying to take some shit today.
No, I'm trying to keep it simple.
All right,
Let's
well,
do
cheers, you
cheers.
guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank you for coming
Bang.
on.
Episode number
Bang.
14. Yep.
14 episodes. Thanks everybody for watching, and let's get right into it, man. So, how long have you been doing photography, dude?
Let's see. I want to say it was like 3 or 4 years.
Like total?
Yeah. Well, with like an actual camera.
Oh, okay.
God, the whole process of starting was so long. I think back in the days, I was playing Forza 4 on like Xbox and stuff,
Mhm.
the racing games.
Yeah.
And I'd always just do like little videos, photos of,
Oh, in the game?
yeah.
What happened?
I didn't even press record.
Busted.
We gotta
Yes,
redo
man.
everything.
We gotta redo everything. Fuck,
Take
man,
two,
I
take
fucked
two.
up.
This man really didn't hit record. We had already talked for like 5 minutes.
Ah.
Everyone, welcome to episode number 14.
I just fucked up big time.
Yeah, sorry we skipped a week, but we're back now, hopefully on track to our weekly thing. $100 next guest, Mr. Roman over here.
Welcome in, man.
Thank
you
you
for coming on, and I'm sorry for
In
the
my
inconvenience.
opinion, the greatest car photographer in Reno.
I know we have a little bit of a superstar here.
Yeah.
You know, we're
If you're in
getting
the car scene, you probably know who he is.
we're getting up there. You know, we're having important people coming in.
But I mean,
I'm not even lying, dude. Everybody talks about you like you're this god, car photography god. So I don't know,
they're
man.
like, he's
Just
godlike.
we
bro.
had to we had to
God,
bring you
God.
He's got the car photos on deck.
in. We had to bring you in, man. I'm sorry.
I mean, we had to, man.
Yeah. So
You
for
know,
everybody,
actually, Kayla was the one that suggested you come.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she like replied on one of my stories. She's like, you should get Roman. I'm like, I should.
Yeah. Oh my.
I'm like, holy crap, I should get him to come in. And I think I messaged you like right after she said that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, maybe we should bring him in.
When you guys just started it, Kayla was like, message them, like, go on. I'm like, dude, I'm way too shy for that. Chill. No, chill.
Are you
Like, calm
nervous
down.
right now? Are you nervous?
A little bit.
A little
I'm
bit.
like a hella quiet guy. I'm like super standoffish, shy, but
It's
But I mean, he's here. He had no choice.
I
Yeah.
know, yeah.
Once I hit him with them, I'm like, you gotta come in. Sorry,
Once you
bro.
step
Say
through
less,
that door,
man.
it's
It's like if you're
over.
shy, you can't say no. Sorry.
busted.
All right, so for everybody that,
Oh, and one of the conversations we were having is that I was telling Chava that we should have the Corona drinks because
Oh,
we're
yeah.
Hispanic, but this
Mhm.
man wants to be uncultured and have White Claws. So I don't know what that's all about.
I don't know, man. I'm just getting into
Didn't
it.
you live in
Leave me
Mexico
alone.
for like 18 years?
I did.
And
What,
so you don't want
what
to
does that
have
have
those?
to
You
do with
want to have these?
anything?
It's a good starting point.
Do you like White Claws or not?
Yeah, I feel like everybody starts on White Claws. That's like the main.
I mean, they're good.
Yeah, they're
It's just,
okay.
you know, we
It's
gotta
just
rep
like,
the culture,
yeah,
bro.
I don't drink a lot, so.
Me and Kayla
That's
every
a lie.
time.
He's an alcoholic.
That's a lie. Every time we go to the store, we try a new one to see which one's best.
Like which flavor?
Like seltzer in general, you know.
Nice. I like the tangerine ones a lot.
Same.
These are
you're
pretty
on that
solid.
too.
They're
Oh,
just
hey.
easy.
Money.
There you go. Cool.
Fuck,
But
man, I forgot what we were talking about. I forgot to press record on the audio
yeah,
thing,
so we kind of had to redo everything because this man over
we
here
had
just can't
already
hit- he
started.
can't hit a
Take
button
two.
that says record.
And so, but let's have you introduce yourself to the people again. Maybe plug your Instagram too, so that way people can go and check out for themselves the god that you are.
The god.
The car photography god that you are.
Oh, all right. My name's Roman. I've been doing photos for 3-4 years around. Just mainly cars. That's all I like to stick to. I do all kinds of stuff, but for me, it's streamlined cars.
Many cars.
Yeah.
So how
Cars-
did you tell us how you got into shooting cars? Because not many people stick to that, you know, or
Mhm.
they do it as like a side,
Yeah.
but they don't stick to just cars. So I want to kind of know how you got into that and stuck with it.
You want a full backstory of like cars?
Yeah,
Let's
man,
do it,
we
man.
got
Oh, hey,
time.
Why
send
not?
it. Yeah, we got time. Whatever.
We got time here.
So this I think cars for me in general started back when I was a kid in Russia. This is what my parents tell me at least. I'd always play with cars. I'd always have cars around. Whenever we're driving, I'd name every single car that's around. So I think that's where it like started with cars. And then as far as like a creative standpoint, it would be I'd be playing Forza on like Xbox back in high school, middle school days, and I just randomly like play single player, pause it, do photo mode, take cool photos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started an Instagram for like Forza photos and stuff, and people were commenting like, "Dude, this stuff's cool. Like, nice shots." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Cool."
You're like, it's just in a game, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it's just like it's fun to do, make little clips and stuff, photos, because you get any car you want, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's endless right there. So yeah, that's where I think as far as creativity started for me, was back in the games, and then when I get my first camera, it was like 2-3 years after that. My buddy JT, he brought me into photography, and then I started taking pictures with my phone, and then I was working with Nick at the time, and he always talked about it, so I'm like, okay, this is cool, I want to get into it, okay, and he actually went with me to Best Buy to get my first camera.
Oh, nice.
And
Which one
show
was
me,
it?
yeah, show me the ropes. I got the A60-300.
Oh, so you
Oh,
started
nice.
with Sony. Right off the bat?
Sony gang,
Hell
yeah.
son, let's go. Let's go, baby.
Team Fuji.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, so that's where it started. It's been a
How has it been? Like at the beginning, what were you doing to like trying to get out there?
at the beginning. I'd go with like Nick on all his trips, and not all of them, but some trips to, like Tahoe,
And who's Nick?
Shab.
The Nick. that
Oh,
was here.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Cool.
Shabby.
See, bro, I don't know.
Come on.
You're like, bro, don't give me
He
shit
was
for
one of our
that.
guests, bro. Oh my god.
That's the Nick.
I'm sorry, man. No, he's
So disappointed.
another god. Another
Yeah, for
photography
real.
guy.
Is that what you're just calling everyone now?
Oh my god.
Dude, there's a lot of talented people out there. But yeah, go on. Sorry for interrupting you, man.
All right. Where was I? Oh
so
yeah.
you were going on trips
Yeah,
with Nick
so-
and stuff.
Started with landscape stuff. We just doing all that Tahoe, the scenery and stuff like that. I think I did a couple pictures of like people, and then being quiet and stuff like that. It's hard to do photos of people and stuff, especially when you don't know how to pose them and stuff. So I'm like, you know
Mm-hmm.
what, screw this. I'm gonna go back to cars, what I like. And then I started with like, I'd be in the passenger seat of my buddy's car or something, and I just whip out my camera, try to do rolling shots of random people on the road or stuff like that.
Right.
Take them in a Lightroom, just play with them. And then I remember the very first roller was like a random black F-150 just on the streets, and I edited. I'm like, damn, this is sick, dude.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like what you can actually make with the camera.
Yeah.
And so after then, I'm like, all right, let's go. Trying to hone in on it. And
That's when you really like got interested in it.
as far as like creating stuff with an actual camera, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, the car stuff right now, it's getting crazy. Every time, I go on the stories and it's just cars and cars.
Yeah.
So what do you think, let's see. So what do you think makes you stand out from the rest? Because it definitely does you stand out from the rest. Like, what do you think about your work that stands out?
That's tough because, like, I think the main thing would be obviously your style. Everybody has their style. That'll make you stand out. But from my experience and what, like, the feedback I've gotten from people is, like, you have a natural eye for stuff. Like, the angles you hit or just make certain cars look just good. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I didn't notice I'm doing that. So I'm like, cool. But I think it's for cars especially because you can't really change the expression on them. They're an inanimate object. They're there. You have to work with it. So the biggest thing as far as just like photos is you got to know which angle to hit the car at to make it look good. Because there's going to be some angles that it just looks too tall, too wide. Something's going to be off. So it's like, I think that's a big thing is just knowing how to shoot a car.
The few times that I've tried it, it's hard to find locations too for cars.
Dude, Reno sucks. I'm not even gonna lie, man.
Yeah.
It's like, where do you even go for a car?
Because I've been asked to do a few car things before. And I mean, I'm down for it because it's fun, but it's just like, where do I take you? Like,
straight up, man.
I have no idea where to go.
Reno sucks.
Talk to us about how you like go on basing your location and stuff, or like where you take people's cars and everything.
So for me, let's see. I think I started literally just like driving around. That's literally all it was, is like driving around, finding, oh, this is a cool little backdrop. Put the car here. That looks cool in the background. Usually it's down to that. The easiest way, if you don't want to drive, literally Google Maps.
There you go.
Yeah. The tough part is like when you have a certain car to shoot is like matching its vibe, I guess you could say, to its scene. That's the toughest part. And Reno only has a somewhat downtown. You can only do so much with it.
Yeah.
And then as far as like scenery stuff, you could get a lot more spots, but only a few cars match like a scenery vibe. Yeah. Usually they're like buildings, stuff like that.
Because I was gonna say for cars, you would think normally more like a city, like kind of scape is like the best way to go about it. Yeah. Because like you said, I think Reno, there's a lot of nature places, so like for us with portraits, like it's kind of easy.
It's perfect
to pick a location, but it is kind of like when you think about it, it's like, where do you take a car? Like, you can't just take a car to like an open field and get pictures of it unless it's like a certain type of car.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's what I've struggled with when people ask me to do car photos, because obviously it's usually like a Subaru, or some people might be like, yo, I want pictures of my Camaro, and I'm like, okay, but where do I take you at?
Here we go.
Because I'm like, I'm not gonna take you to like Donner Lake and post you up by the lake. Like, it just doesn't fit that vibe. Man, by the swing, by the swing, yeah. Like, it just doesn't, it doesn't match it. Like, if they had like a Jeep or something, then okay, like that's more outdoorsy vehicle. But yeah, I can see that being a struggle here because it's really little, cityscape wise.
The other thing is, the few times that I did car photography, dude, it takes forever, man.
What do you mean?
You don't think so? You don't think? Well, he's like, nah. First of all, like, you have to meet up with someone somewhere, and you have to drive, and you have to find this location. I thought like finding the location took forever. Yeah. And honestly, I kind of hate it now. Like every time somebody asks, I'm like, I have some people that I can refer. I didn't know about you, but. I have some people that I'm just like, go with them, and it's crazy because like you really have the love for it. So it's like very few people are really going to stick with it because very few people really have the love for it, Yeah. So I think that's just with anything, you have to really fucking like it.
You got to have a passion for it.
Especially right now, there's a lot of people getting into photography in general. But then you kind of see some people just kind of,
wishy-washy.
Yeah. So... It's always been interesting.
I think a reason for that is a lot of people see there's like money in it, so they tend to be like, well, I should get a camera and start trying to make money.
Yeah.
But then they don't, and they're like, oh, so they stop. You know?
I feel you.
Like I've heard a lot of stories from people who, or I've seen it, you know, people will approach me like, hey, do you have any tips? Like, I'm starting out. And their main question is like, how do you get your clients and how do you make money? I'm like, first of all, I don't know how to answer that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that happens to you guys, but has someone ever been like, how do you get clientele? And I'm like, I don't know. I just kind of do at this point.
I do my thing.
Like, I just shoot and I post, and when I do a shoot, I try to be nice to people and get along with everyone, and that usually gets me references. So
yeah, exactly.
That's how it goes, you know?
It's all word of mouth. If that's what I'm saying. Like, if you start with the question of how do I get people to shoot with me? How do I get money? It's like, oh, dude, it's not.
Yeah.
Now you haven't done portraits. You haven't done much of that.
I've done like I do everything. I've done weddings, portraits, landscape,
really
everything. But
what do you think is the difference, like as far as pricing, like pricing portraits versus pricing like cars? You think there's a difference, or you keep it the same?
Pricing's tough, man. Like, personally, the market in Reno for car photography sucks.
Really?
Yeah. I usually like I'll get a couple people that'll like hit me up with for the rates that I usually have. But as far as for me, when it comes to cars, I have my rates. If they don't want to shoot, that's fine. If it's a specific type of car, like I'll go out of my way to reach out to them, and usually I'll do it for free. But when I do personally, at least portraits, weddings, I usually knock my prices way down because that's not what I specialize in. So I don't want to.
Makes sense.
I usually tell them up front, like I know how to do it. I like you'll get good quality photos, but it's not my specialty, so I'm not gonna.
I tend to do that when people ask me to do stuff I don't do a lot. Like when I've done car photos, I knock it way down.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll shoot pictures of your car. Like, I'm sure you'll get good photos, but that's not my specialty either.
Exactly.
But then at a certain point, like, do you rather take that or just wait for another portrait shoot to come in?
I think it depends, because me personally, I kind of like to do everything. So it's kind of cool to just be in different lanes.
It's cool to be well-rounded.
Like, if you're always doing portrait stuff, but somebody says shoot photos of my car, it's a nice switch up.
Yeah.
You know? Like, you do something different. So to me, that's kind of what draws me to do it.
Yeah.
You know, not that I get asked often, but I literally got a message last week from someone like, dude, I just got this new Subaru. Like, can you take photos over here? Do you do car photos?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can. But then I, like, sent them your page and, like, another dude's page. I'm like, these guys, though, like, they're going to give you, like, top-notch work. I'm like, but if you want to stick with me, cool. You know, I'll do it. It's just I'm kind of referring you to people who do it more. And he was like, well, I'll see. He's like, but I mean, I still kind of want to go to you. I'm like, that's fine. Like, I'll do it. It's just, it's fun. I haven't done car photos in super long. So it's like, maybe I can do a new thing now. Yeah. So it's kind of nice to just get away from what you always do too.
It's true. Yeah. You got to be well-rounded in that too. And that goes back to the whole thing of being like, just building relationships. Like, be yourself, you know? People are going to shoot with you, and then all of a sudden they need something else. Yeah. They had a good time. They're going to come
like
back.
when you started shooting stuff, what did you normally shoot first? Just like one person?
No. It took me forever to get into portraits. I was doing a lot of cars just because a bunch of my friends are into cars, you know?
Yeah.
So I was doing that for a little while, but then I'm a little bit like you. Like, I'm a little shy. Like, I don't really talk to people that much. At least I didn't used to, but it took me a while to get into portraits. So I was just doing, like, stuff that I didn't have to, like, interact with people that much, you know? So I get that point.
I feel you.
But then it got to a point where I was like, man, I hate this, you know?
You're like, this ain't for me.
I'm not a car guy, you know?
Yeah.
And so another thing, what do you drive? Like, are you... What kind of car do you drive?
I have a 14 Mustang GT.
The one out there?
Yeah, the gray one.
It's clean.
Thank you.
I was like, that has to be his car.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
When we had Chewy here too, and he pulled up in his nice little Civic IS or something like that, SI, whatever.
Like all fixed up and everything.
Like, all these cars guys, all these car guys, man.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta drive, but you know, like if you're a car guy, you're gonna have a car a specific way you want it to be.
Exactly.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
So.
Now, are you thinking of doing this more of an like maybe like a full-time thing eventually, or what do you think about?
If I move, I'd consider doing like car photography full time. I properly don't think Reno has a market for full time car stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever thought of linking up with like local dealerships to do car stuff for them?
I have. I actually work at Muscle Motors, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like that was my goal when I started automotive photography, is get into Muscle Motors because they have all the. Oh. They're like the one-stop shop in Reno for performance cars, sports cars, exotic cars. So you just
get everything there.
It's cool. Like they're super chill over there. I want to take anything, I take it out, do a video, do photos
sick.
with it.
So they let you work with what they got there.
Yeah, that's like really cool. There's no limits. Everybody's super cool there.
Nice.
So yeah, I just take those out whenever I want.
Because I think like for that market, like you said, maybe just like freelancing it is probably hard to get into.
Yeah.
But I could see like dealerships here needing high quality images, especially because nowadays everyone wants photos of anything. Yeah. Like any business they have, they're like, I want professional pictures, you know, because social media is so big now. And even like local dealerships have Instagram pages where they post their cars all the time. Like I've seen it, you know? So I think like that'd be a good route to go into. I mean, I could see you like whatever car dealership, you know what I mean? Like, you know, show them your portfolio or something. They might be like, yeah, we could use some pictures for our website or something.
Yeah.
Because, like, your images look like that. You know what I mean? Like, you ever go on, like, a Mercedes-Benz website or something and they have those really cool roller shots of all their cars? Like, that's what I think about when I see your stuff. Especially this last, like, Audi set that you posted when you were doing it in the snow.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. The one I replied to him on, I'm like, you're crazy. What the hell are you doing? I don't know if you saw, but remember when there was like the big snowstorm?
Yeah.
This man was out in like Donner Lake area just driving, like sticking his head out of the window getting roller shots in like a winter storm. I'm like, you're nuts. I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, actually, I did see that.
Have you?
Yeah, I did see it.
God, that was crazy. Those shots look so crisp, though.
Yeah,
so
didn't you guys get like stuck somewhere?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Kayla got her car stuck. We went to, because we cruised from Carson up to South Shore. And we stopped at Cave Rock, did rollers on the highway. And we were going to stop at one of the casino garages. It was cool, wet. We pull up to the roof level. And the guy in the Audi, my buddy Anthony, he stops. And we pull up next to him. And he's like, yo, are we good? I'm like, yeah, dude, whatever. Let's go. I'm looking at my camera, looking at the photos. I didn't see that there's like literally 2 feet of snow.
All up there?
And he's like, all right, man, whatever.
Yeah.
So he goes. He makes it all the way to the top. Kayla goes. And then when she was turning around to get like to the highest point, her car got stuck. I'm like, oh my God, is this what he meant by are we good? Oh my God. Yeah, so we got her car stuck. Got it out eventually. Then my buddy Anthony's car got stuck too. Oh my God, dude. Then he dropped his keys to his other car. Oh my God. In the snow, dude. 2 feet of snow. We were out there for like an hour just looking for keys.
Looking for keys. Oof.
That sounds like a struggle. But I'm sure. I mean, I haven't really looked at. Did you post photos from that or
not yet? He did, not me though.
Oh, I see.
I just saw like the ones through your story. But I'm waiting on the set though.
What they were.
Yeah, I was like praying because when he drove down and we met in Carson, he's like, yeah, dude, the roads, everything's melted. So I'm like, fuck. Because I wanted to hit a rolling shot with snow on the ground. Snowing, everything. And he's like, yeah, the roads are melted. It's like, man, oh well, we'll find a road in South Lake. I'm sure there's snow over there. And as we were cruising up, we were going, it started raining. I'm like, okay. And then we got higher and higher. It started snowing. It started sticking. And then all of a sudden, it's just a whiteout everywhere.
Oh, sick.
Oh, dude, I was like, this is perfect.
Yeah.
And I was out, like, hanging out of the window when it's snowing. Oh, my God. It's like dude. Ice shards hitting your face. Oh, my God. Yeah. Anthony, he's like, dude, are you good? We need to stop. Because he's like, I see your face is red. Your hands are red. I know that's not my car reflecting on you, bro. Yeah. Oh, my God.
No, I'm sure, like, going that fast, like, little drops of like water or just snow probably hit like little rocks or something.
It's like glass, dude. It hurts.
That's crazy.
But, yeah.
Hey, anything for the shot, right?
I was gonna say,
literally, that's the lifestyle right there.
That was the one where I'm like, he really does anything for the shot. That's wild. I know. I was at home building Legos, bro. I'm like, what are you doing outside, driving in this damn winter storm?
Bro, how many fucking Lego sets are you gonna build? Like, you've been doing like 2 per day. Like, what are you doing?
Okay,
bro?
So let me break down my Lego collection to you, okay? Because I have a bunch built now. So I think I have let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Damn.
8,
Damn.
9, 10. I want to say I have like 11 sets built. Some are like, I haven't built anything huge yet. The biggest one I've done was the Baby Yoda, which was like 1,000 something pieces.
Jesus.
But like built, it's not huge. It's like this big.
Really?
You know what I mean? It's just so many damn small pieces. Yeah. You know what I mean? So people, you know, they thought it was going to be huge because it came in a box like this big. And I'm like, no, I know Legos. Like, they deceive you. You think it's going to be the size of the box. Yeah. But in reality, it's like the picture of the image is usually how big the thing is. Yeah. And they usually put it there like, you know, reference size or whatever. Yeah. And I saw it was like 1,003 pieces. I'm like, I mean, that's going to take a good while because normally I can get like a 200, 250 set Lego set done in like an hour and a half. Damn. If I just like sit down. And that's still not a lot of pieces, but it takes you a minute, you know, because you're like going one by one. So the biggest I've done is the Baby Yoda. And I don't have any other sets that are as big as that. Like, you know, when I went to LA last week, I went to the Lego store down there. That was like the only place I went to because COVID's kind of wild out there. So I was not trying to be, you know, I stayed with my cousin because I mainly went to do her engagement photos.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, she was really cool, and she's like, you can stay in our apartment, you know, like, the days you're going to be here and stuff. Yeah. And I was, like, supposed to do another shoot for another cousin, but she had to go out of town, so I couldn't, like, make that. So I kind of just hung out with them for, like, 4 days, which is really cool. You know, we, like, just hung out. We were, like, trying out new eateries because LA has so much damn food. Yeah. But we would just usually get it to go. Like, we didn't go eat anywhere because COVID.
Are you sure about that, bro? I mean, you don't really care when we're here.
What do you mean?
You know?
Oh, because I don't have a mask?
Yeah. Where's your mask, bro?
Sorry, I forgot. I don't care about COVID because I don't wear a mask.
My bad.
To my part. No, it's an inside joke. It's an inside joke about someone who made a comment. But anyways.
So, and then you also had your 5-year anniversary.
Yes, I did.
Oh.
That was on Monday. Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, that was this Monday. So we went to this steakhouse in the Silver Legacy called Root Steakhouse. Super good. I'm not gonna lie, it was so damn expensive, but you know what? We had never done that because each year, well, for the past 3 years before this one, we had gone on a trip. Like the past 2 years, we'd been in Oregon. Yeah. And the year before that, I think we went down to the coast, like Highway 1, you know, Santa Cruz. First year, I mean, you know, like because our anniversary is a day before her birthday, so her birthday was yesterday. And so like the first year that we were together, I think we just, you know, had like a dinner or something. And then the next year I'm like, let's go on a trip. Like, let's get the hell out of Reno. So then we went to the coast and we went to Oregon 2 years back to back. But then this year with everything, it was just kind of weird to take a trip. Yeah. So we're like, well, let's do something we haven't done. And, she had heard about that steakhouse. And I'm like, I mean, I'm down to send it, you know, like it's a lot of money, but whatever. It's, you know, for our 5 years, it's a long time. Like, why not? Yeah. So we went. It was really good.
But Valentine's Day is coming up too.
Dude, February is an expensive month.
For real, you got anniversary, birthday. Oh my God.
Valentine's. My brother's birthday's on the 17th. I'm like, Jesus, dude. I start saving up for this month like 3 months in advance because I'm like, man, I had to ask her out. A day before her birthday, huh?
You had to do it, dude.
I wish I could just redo that and ask her out in like March. Nah, but I mean, it's kind of cool though because then we celebrate everything at once. Yeah. Like last year, we went on those trips to celebrate all three. So we went for like 5 days, and we would come back, and for Valentine's Day, we're like, whatever, we already did something, like get food or something. Whatever, dude. Like whatever. It's not really like all that. Like this year Sunday, maybe we'll have like a dinner or something, like make food. Her dad just gave her an air fryer. Shout out to him because he's watching. Her dad watches every episode, by the way.
Homie, true homie.
Yeah, a true homie. He literally watches. I when I go see them and I talk to him, he'll literally quote the podcast to me because he actually pays a lot of attention. Yeah. So that's why I don't say anything back. No, it's okay. You can. He laughs. It's fine.
He commented the other day on the YouTube channel. And he's like,
no, he's really cool. He like watches everything. And we were just at their house yesterday for a bit because we stopped by before we went to dinner. And he gave her an air fryer, like a really nice big air fryer. So now that's like her thing. She's like, I just want to make air fryer recipes.
Those things have been popping off.
They're crazy, dude. You can make so many good things.
I have one too, but it's just like a little oven.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know what the...
It's because it's easy. Like, you could find so many recipes that in 15, 20 minutes, you have a good dinner. and you just shove it in there and leave it. You know what I mean? Because, you know, even with ovens, you got to preheat them. Yeah. And then you got to have like a certain temperature. Mm-hmm. Like air fryers is just like, hey, if this is an air fry recipe, chuck it in there, and then in 15 minutes you got a meal. You know? So we're probably gonna use that Sunday and make like homemade like lemon pepper chicken wings or something spicy. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. Have some wine too. I mean, yeah, that was another thing that happened. It was crazy going down to LA though and seeing like the homeless scene down there. Because I hadn't been down to LA in so long.
I've seen some videos, man.
It was crazy, bro. Like, I knew there was homeless people down there, but not to that extent. Like, everywhere we went, there was, like, tents and, like, little camps. And we even went to one of the main parks in LA, like a tourist attraction. Yeah. And most of the entire park was covered in tents. So it literally looked like people were just camping out. And we're like, where the hell are we going to take pictures? Like, everything is in the background. So I had to just get angles where you don't see anything in the back, but it kind of killed it because all the main like spots were just covered and stuff, you know, because we kind of just went to like 3 different sections. We went to like the art district, so nice little murals, like that kind of thing, because that's kind of what she wanted. Like, she's like, well, I want like a mix of everything. She didn't want like your traditional, like, let's go to the beach. Yeah, your typical. Nah, like my cousin's cool. She not like that. She was like, I want to like highlight where we go and do things. And that park was one of them. And then from the park, we went to the observatory, like the main one by the Hollywood sign and stuff. Oh, there, yeah, on the mountains. Yeah, and I mean, it was cool. Like, you know, we shot from basically like 2 p.m. to about sunset. So we were just kind of driving around and stuff. And I mean, it was really cool. I like edited her pictures that same night when we got back to her house. So I'm like, hey, I got you because I'm just going to edit these for you right now and send them. So she was like, okay, cool. Like we're like watching TV. I edited the whole thing. I sent it to her and she was like sitting there on my computer looking at them. And she's like, I like this one and this one and this one and this one. She's like, but then I like these because then, you know, they're getting married next year in January. And they had the conversation of me like, do you want to do our wedding or do you want to be a guest? And I'm like, what do you want me to do? Oh, man. That's I'm like, what do you want me to do?
I told you what I would. I told you. We talked about this. Yeah, like, I don't want to be a fucking videographer in his wedding. Like, I'm not there for that, dude. Are you kidding me? I want to be partying, you know?
I'm getting hammered.
I like that. I mean, I had this conversation with him of like, in the future when this happens, like, I would want you to do my video because I trust you with it. Yeah. Then I would also want you to just be a guest. It's like, you're my boy, you know? Like, come through. Like, I might even have you be a freaking groomsman or something, you know, like at that point.
Just hire somebody, man.
I might have to get somebody else because he just doesn't want to, so I'm like, damn. But you know, they're getting married next January, I believe, and she was like, we want to get you, but we don't know if you want to or if you're okay with it. And last year I did another one of my cousin's weddings down in LA. And he was the same way because I had done like his engagement photos the year before. They live in Vegas, but they got married more like over there. And he was like, hey, you know, like, do you want to do our wedding next year? And I was like, I mean, yeah, dude, I'd love to. Like, why not? And he was in like, he wanted me to be there. I think he even wanted me to be one of his groomsmen because like he's one of my closer cousins. Yeah. But his fiance was like, no, I want him to do it. So the girl always wins, you know? Yep. Like, I was like, you probably don't get a say, bro. And he's like, yeah, she's kind of set on you, so can you do it? I'm like, yeah, it's
Appreciate the thought, though.
Yeah, cool. And then, you know, here with this other cousin, like, after she saw the photos, too, she was like, yeah, we kind of, can you do it? I'm like, yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. I'm like, it's a family wedding. It's a different environment. You know, like, when you do weddings for people you're really cool with, it's not the same as, like, when they're strangers, because then you're not so pressured to, like...
Comfort levels
you know, you're just more comfortable. Like, at my cousin's wedding, I was, like, dancing with my freaking aunts and, like, everything, you know? Like, it's just chill. But... obviously, when it's like someone you've never met, you can't really do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be in like professional. Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm on lockdown right now and I can't do all this. So, I mean, it was cool, man. It's just it's bad down there with COVID, you know. So it's just hard to be out and about.
Cali in general, man.
Cali in general. I was scared, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna be like a germophobic when I go down there. So I carried hand sanitizer with me at all times. Did not take my mask out for anything. I'm like, I'm not trying to go back to Reno sick. Yeah, like, no, dude. I'm
Have you taken any trips like that with your photography, like with your car photography stuff?
I've done a few. Well, usually it's just with my car that I go out.
I went just go somewhere.
I went to SF, did the Golden Gate, did a couple. Sick. Yeah, did like Lombardi Street and stuff. Went to Oregon once. That drive's insane.
Oh, dude, it's so nice over there.
So good.
So nice.
Yeah.
You still haven't been there.
Yeah, I have yet to
He hasn't gotten out much.
Really?
Are you in San Fran?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was about to say, San Fran's like 3 hours. Please tell me you've been to San Francisco. You know what I mean?
But I want to get into that, like just taking a trip out somewhere and then trying to get into that car scene, feel it out, get the feelers out there.
It doesn't hurt to like expand yourself a little bit. Like, I was happy to go down there too, because when they posted, people who follow them down there might be like, yo, next time you come down, I want something.
Yeah.
And like, that's usually how it happens.
Exactly.
It's like once you put yourself out in another little city, and whoever it is you took photos for that's a local, that they posted, and their followers from there are like, oh, this is dope. Like, I wonder when he's going to come back.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
You can just plan a trip like, hey, I'll be here for a week and I'll try to fit in as many as I can or something. So it's kind of dope to just,
Yeah, that's cool. It's about having your own style. It just pops off, and then, oh, I like that. Nobody around here does that. Then it's a wildfire. It's gone.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. We just gotta like constantly try to like better yourself.
Yeah, straight up, man.
And what was I gonna say? Give me some tips. Rollers. What's the fucking deal with rollers? I just can never get them whenever I try.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh,
so this is gonna probably get technical, but that's okay.
Oh, I'll get into it. Let's do it. Practice. There's no other way around it. Pro tip, at least for me, I used to shoot rollers continuous shutter. I swear to God, I'd come home with 1,000 photos. 900 of them are blurry. I'm like, yo, this isn't it. So tip would be 110 to 120, 110 to 130 shutter speed.
110 to 120.
Is that like the sweet spot for a roller?
Yeah, because if you go over 130, it'll still be blurry, but your background's going to look more still.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
The lower you get, the more buttery everything's going to be, but the car will be in focus. I started at 160, then I dropped to 130, and then I try to do 115, 1/15. That's like the ultimate sweet spot. If you can get a crisp shot in focus, that's like
super nice for a roller shot. Okay.
Yeah. For me, I usually do half of them in 1/30, so I know I have a bunch of shots in focus. They're good. And then I do another half in 1/15 to try to get the extra sauce.
Nice.
Yeah. But after that, it's literally just make sure the car's in focus. Try to be as still as you can. I usually focus, shoot, release, focus, shoot. So every shot is a new focus.
Oh, okay.
That's just from experience. If you keep holding the same focus and it's by chance pulling focus on the road and the car's blurry, you're not going to waste 30 photos, on a roller.
Yeah. Did I try them, and
it's tough, man.
Maybe I just didn't do enough research with them. I was like, screw this, man. It takes fucking skill. It's not easy.
I mean, it's practice. If it's fun, like hanging out the window. I don't know why. It's stupid, but it's fun.
And then you also do video too, right? Like we talked about this. So with the video stuff, is just for fun, or you want to try to have it more as something that you offer?
For videos, it's more of like a type of like offer, I guess you could say, like more serious than just photos, because videos take way longer than just photos to edit. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, it's so much goes into it. Just like the amount of people you need to help you out just to get like rolling shots, stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see like rolling shots being a pain to do video.
Yeah, I mean, you need someone to drive you.
Yeah, that's why Kayla's clutch. She's always doing rollers with me. Yeah, but like to get a driver, you need a driver, obviously. Unless I know some people shoot like while they're driving. I'm like, miss me with that.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that one. That's pretty dangerous. Don't do that.
Some people
I did this one video with my brother. He was riding his bike, and I was like shooting a video.
Yeah.
In my car, and I'm like pointing the camera
as you're driving.
And as I'm driving, I'm like, at a point, I was like looking at the camera, and I'm going off the road.
Oh my god!
I'm like, you know what? This is too much risk.
Yeah, don't do all that.
Yeah. The biggest stuff with that, I think, is like safety, because I've never gotten pulled over somehow for leaning out halfway out a window.
I was gonna say, I would think so. Cops saw you, they'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, we like on that snow shoot. I was hanging out doing photos. I mean, I was all the way out. I was trying to get a low shot, looking up, and then I'm done with that angle. I'm looking at my camera. I look up to just see where he's at as far as like position wise. I look behind him. There's a NHP right behind him. I'm like, oh, nice.
You know what I think it is that, like, I think especially where you were, a lot of people do a lot of, like, commercial type stuff down there.
That is true, yeah.
So they might see you do that and they're like, oh, they're filming something. Like, you know, do they really have, like, a probable cause to stop you? Like, I think you can kind of get away with it just from that. Like,
yeah.
Especially nowadays, I think it's kind of common to see people with cameras. So
yeah,
they could either think you're just shooting for fun, or they're like, what if this is like a professional and I go pull him over and he's like, bro, you're interrupting like a filming scene or something. Which I'm saying, you know, like if I was a cop, I'd be like, damn, I just disturbed like a movie or something. Like, I don't know. Like they never know what you might be filming.
That is true. Yeah.
So maybe that's why they're just kind of like, whatever, I'll let it happen or something.
Yeah. I never thought about it like that.
That's only really my theory. I only think about that because when I went to LA, my cousin was telling me that down there, you know, they like close streets all the time, and you randomly you'll be driving and cops will close off a street because there's like a movie scene happening and there's people shooting with those big old rigs, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
like it happened to us when we were going to a bridge spot where we were just driving and out of nowhere traffic just stopped, like completely stopped, and then we see all these cops like close off the street, and we see like 2 cars just like haul ass through that street, and you see like a truck behind them with a big camera.
Big
I was like, oh, cool, there's probably a movie scene happening. Like, all right,
I was there.
It's like, oh, LA, you know, typical LA thing. Like, okay,
that's true. Yeah,
I can't do Cali, man. It's
me neither.
It's too much.
I like California because I have a lot of family down there, but I don't think I'd ever live down there.
If you were to move, where would you go?
He's gonna say Cali. I'm saying.
He's gonna say Cali, huh?
I'd be down for Oregon or like Vegas.
Okay.
Where do you think is the best spot to go if you really want to do car photography?
Like big cities.
Probably.
I mean, LA would probably be a good
LA,
city.
Vegas, New York, probably San Fran.
Do you think New York?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Really?
New York's huge.
Yeah,
man.
like one of my
for
like
car photography.
And I mean, especially with that cityscape, like you could probably have so many spots in San Fran for car stuff.
There's a couple
I've seen photographers from New York who post car stuff, and you're just like, holy crap, dude, the backgrounds over there are insane.
Straight up,
I could see that. I just think anywhere very industrial like city, huh?
So do you follow anybody that does it full time?
Oh, dude, I follow so many people. My like one of my biggest inspirations, I guess, on Instagram at least, is Zumi. He's another he's another Russian dude over in New York.
Oh, okay.
Did you grow up in Russia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna ask him. Like, you mentioned Russia, so did you grow up out there?
Yeah, I grew up there when I was 6. Then my mom came here. She brought me over. Then it was me and her here forever.
So what? So you grew up until you were 6 down there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then I try to visit once a year because literally everybody.
What part of Russia?
Really?
Yeah.
What part of Russia?
It's a city called Kazan.
Kazan.
Yeah, it's a pretty big.
Dude, I want to go to Russia.
Me too, dude. I really want to go there.
Is it pretty sick out
there?
I
would recommend. Don't go to Moscow. Go there to just check it out. But like, it is such a crowded town. It is so crowded.
Really?
Oh, I'm sure.
God, it is.
From what I've seen, like, it seems like. Well, isn't it the biggest?
It's it's the biggest. Okay. It's just stacked.
So it's like the main attraction in Russia, right? Mm-hmm. I just want to go see all those big castle things that they have out there.
But those are in Moscow, no? Like,
I'd say
Moscow's, some aren't there.
I'd say Moscow is more of like a modern city. That's where all like the business people work. That's just a huge town. If you want to go for like cool spots, St. Petersburg. It's also a huge like tourist town, but it's pretty busy. But it's like they call it the Venice of the North.
Oh,
because they have waterways through the city and everything.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
It is.
We gotta go to Russia, bro.
Dude, straight up like
that'd be sick.
It's a culture shock. You won't.
So do you have friends out there and everything, or how does that work?
I have a couple like buddies, but usually it's just my family.
It's just family.
Literally everybody.
How old are you right now?
How old am I? 24.
24.
Yeah. So when you have to think about it, that's when you're getting old.
Yeah, after 21, dude, it's not even a thought, homie.
Yeah, it goes downhill. I'm about to be 27 this year, and I'm like, oh my god.
Same, bro.
Oh, you too, huh?
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
May.
Oh yeah, you're coming up.
So if anybody watching wants to give me something, May 4th.
May 4th. Oh damn, I'm June 4th.
June 4th?
September 4th.
Oh, no shit.
No way. Seriously?
Damn, what's up?
4th babies, bro.
That's
actually funny. Damn, I didn't know you were May 4th.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you.
Yeah,
that's National Star Wars Day.
That's the holiday. Yeah, that's the holiday.
Yeah, he's getting cultured. You love
getting cultured. When was the last time you went to Russia?
Last time, me and Kayla actually went last winter.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet during the winter Russia.
Don't you get crazy winters in Russia?
Oh, dude, it's insane. I told her, I'm like, Kayla, listen, if you're gonna go, first time's gonna have to be in winter. You're gonna have to experience that.
Yeah, you have to go see it in winter.
It is wicked. I remember one winter I was there. You walk out of your house. It's so cold. You take a breath and your nose hairs freeze.
No
way. Like, whoa, what's going on? Whoa.
So snow here probably to use like cakewalk.
Oh, I love snow so much. I'm so salty. This winter's been dry.
So you're like a snow person.
Dude,
I mean,
it was super nice out today.
I would think so.
It was super nice out today.
It's been nice the past couple days. I mean, I'm kind of disappointed too because I wanted a little more snow to get more snow stuff. Now it's just all kind of melting. So you're like, oh, whatever. Yeah. You know? But it happens.
We'll get another one. Guys. I'm thinking we're gonna get another good.
There's got to be at least one more.
Yeah, I mean, the year before, what was it? We were having snow in like March, April. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's another like snowstorm coming up.
Climate change, bro. Climate change.
Global warming is no joke, guys.
For real, dude. I was back in 6th grade and we had a snow day in June. What?
Yeah.
Oh
well, 2 years ago there was snow in like May and people were skiing in like June, July. I was like, what the hell, dude? Yeah, I was like, what are you people doing? It's summer and there's people like going snowboarding and skiing. I'm like,
you went sledding too, huh?
Yeah, I like kind of busted this finger.
Oh, really?
I don't know how. My clicking finger. I was like,
of course.
The one finger.
Out of any.
No, I went Sunday with my family.
Tight. You were going fast.
It was fun. Yeah. I honestly hadn't gone sledding since I was like a kid, you know, or maybe since I was like 13, 14 was the last time I went.
Yeah.
And I had been meaning to go every single year. Like my girlfriend and I would be like, let's go sledding. And we would just never go buy sleds and go to a spot. Like it was just like, let's go do it, but we wouldn't do it. And then on Sunday, I was supposed to do like a shoot around 3 p.m. and the plan was like do the shoot and then like go watch the Super Bowl or something after. But then that got moved, so I finished shooting around noon, and I'm like, oh sick, I have the whole day free, and I had some family in from like Stockton that came to my parents and stuff, and they were like, well, if you guys want to go sledding with us, like we're going to Mount Rose around like 1. I'm like, dude, I'm hella down.
Say what?
So I told her, I'm like, yo, let's get ready and go. Like my shoe got moved. I got the afternoon free. I'm out of here. Like, let's go hang out with them. So we met up with my family over there, and we just went, you know, the typical little Mount Rose field, like when you're going towards Incline.
Yeah, on that field.
The one that everybody's like sleds in and stuff. Yeah, we went there. I ended up finding like a random sled that somebody just left there, and I'm like, this is mine now. So I took it. It was like slightly broken in the back, but it was still in perfectly good shape. Besides, you know how it's plastic, like snap.
Yeah.
You know, my little brother and my little cousins all had sleds, but I'm like, I need like a bigger one for me, dude. Like those are little kid ones. So I grabbed that one, and we went to a little spot where it's just perfectly like flattened out, and dude, I was just up and down,
just
like,
bombing it,
just hauling, dude. You know, like my girlfriend hopped on a few times and she went down, and I after like 5-6 times, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of tired. I'm not gonna do this anymore.
I'm winded, homie.
I'm like, my little brother's got energy. He's little, but I mean, at one point, I think since I was just holding it to like steer myself, I think I might have like put my finger down in the snow and might have like
just got caught just a little bit.
Caught it a little bit, so it's feeling better now, but Sunday it was hurting like no other. Like I had to take off this ring because I'm like, dude, this hurts. It was like super fat and swollen. Yeah. And like even now when I go like that, it still kind of hurts a little bit. And Monday,
you're fine. Stop fucking crying, man.
It's fine. I just said it feels better, you ass. I mean, I didn't break it, but I think I sprained it at least.
Damn,
you know?
really?
Like I definitely must have sprained it because I did not feel like.
So you're shooting like this now?
Just this finger. No, on Monday I went to do shoot in South Lake, and I'm like, let's see how this goes. Like, let's see how it feels. And it was to the point where it was like kind of hurting me to click with this one. Really? So I started using this one.
Yeah.
You're like, sorry guys, we have to reschedule.
Just my clicking finger is done. I just can't click so I like did a few with my normal finger, but then I would just do this one because it was hurting too much. It was the day after, you know. So don't make fun of me, you ass.
Have you ever? Nah, I'm just playing, dude. Jeez. Have you ever like injured yourself doing something while you're shooting?
I've never injured myself at all.
Really?
Oh, really?
No broken bones?
No, dude, nothing.
Oh, man. Damn. You have to stop living, dude. What are you doing?
What, do you stay home all day?
Straight up, man.
You've been doing quarantine since forever?
Yeah. Hey, that's the lifestyle, man. Gotta stay safe.
He was doing quarantine before quarantine. He's like, I just go get my car shots, go to work, and that's it, bro.
And I'm out.
He's like, I'm not trying to break no legs, nothing in my hands.
One time I twisted my ankle while shooting. Because you're always like walking back, and then
you don't watch where you're going.
I know.
That happened to me once too. It sucks. You ever fallen? Like legit, like during a shoot, like you're backing up, you just kind of eat it. No. That's happened to me.
Bad news.
That's
embarrassing,
man.
That's
embarrassing. Worst. It's only happened like twice, and thankfully it was with people I had shot with before, so I was kind of cool with them. They kind of just laughed it off, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just get back up really quick."
Yeah,
like this kind of sucked.
Oh no! Oh, you know what happened the other day? So, Jesus Christ, when it snowed really bad, we went out to Galena. So much snow.
Oh dude. Yeah, it was covered so much snow.
There. Yeah.
And the park was closed, so we went to the visitor center, right? And so it was like a little family shoot, and then we're like, well, let's just do it like on the road,
Yeah.
And we were gonna do it there, and then the guy said like, why don't we step in the snow? Like it looks a little bit flat, right? So we step in it, and it looks fine. So we're like, okay. So I set them up right there, right in front of me, and I'm walking back, dude. And so next thing I know, I'm like heaped down. Deep in the snow, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? And I couldn't get out, man. I couldn't get out because I was holding my camera.
Oh, yeah.
And they're pulling me up. I'm like, oh, shit.
I got stuck. Oh, my
That's embarrassing, dude.
I think the one time I got hurt, I was doing video of a black Hellcat, and we had a Tundra. I was filming out of the bed of a Tundra. No, nothing. Just me in the bed. And I guess, I don't know what happened, but the dude that was driving, he hit the brakes a bit too hard. I went from, like, this side of the bed where the tailgate is. I flew all the way back, smacked the fuck out of my head, dude. I said, yo, man, chill, I'm back here.
Like that. Damn.
I'm back here, homie.
Ouch, that's rough.
Oh, I had the biggest bump.
Oof.
It's all good.
It's like, that's my work injury.
Yeah, that's my broken bone, dude.
How long have you been working over there for?
It's been like a year now.
Oh, okay, so not super long. Mm-mm. What were you doing before that?
GSR valet.
Oh, okay. So always with cars, huh?
Yeah.
Always
yeah, straight up, thing. Dude, yeah.
Is that where you met Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I met Nick.
He used to work there, I remember that.
I met Nick, Connor.
Yeah,
oh my
Connor.
God, we had a squad at one point.
Dude, those are the boys right there.
Oh my God, we had
Connor,
a squad, man. We'd fuck around so much. I was
It always seemed like it from their stories.
Dude,
like,
oh my God. I think I was a supervisor back then. On swing, which is when we all worked, and oh God bless those guys because we got everything done. So I didn't have to like tell them to do stuff. We fucked around all day.
Yeah,
it was beautiful.
You just got it beautiful.
The boys just fucked around all day, dude. Oh my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
When are we gonna get Connor in here?
I don't know if he'd want to come because he just doesn't really do it anymore that much. I don't know if he still does or maybe he just doesn't post. But I mean, I love to have him. That's like one of Dude, I've known Connor since high school. You know what I mean?
Boy, yeah.
Like me and him go way back, so I'd love to have him in. Maybe I'll message him and see if he wants to. I'm sure he's seen the
feelers out there. Yeah.
And be like, come on, Connor.
Don't be shy.
You were absolutely killing the landscape game for a while, and then you kind of just.
See, he said he was shy. He's doing just fine. We can have him as a reference for him.
Yeah.
Like, look at him.
Yeah, I mean, not that Connor's shy because he's really not.
Oh God, no, dude.
He's so funny, dude. He's so funny. Like he'd come in here and just be a complete idiot the entire time. He's hilarious, but no, I'll have to tell him because he was just doing really, really good stuff.
He was
for the longest time, man. His little like signature teal like coloring was so known here. Like you saw one of those photos and you're like, that's Connor.
God damn it, Connor.
I don't know. Don't you find it hard to stay motivated with like photography sometimes?
Nowadays that I like work every day doing it. It is definitely a lot harder.
Are you able to stay that busy? Are you shooting every day?
Usually it's every day because the cars come in and out, and like I'm technically a marketing manager stuff.
I see what you're saying.
So I always got to come up with something, you know.
That's
rough.
So it gets tough sometimes, but some days, dude, I'm just like not in the mood at all. I'm like, let me do other stuff, yo.
Yeah.
But like my biggest, I guess, way to get out of it is listening to Hippie Sabotage, dude.
Hey,
major vibe, bro.
Hippie Sabotage is major vibe. 100%.
I get so pumped up, man. Like, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah, no, that's tight.
Yeah,
you gotta have
the
music that chills you out.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Fuck, dude. The other
Do you
day,
have a certain artist you listen to when you like edit, or are you just trying to get in the zone?
Not really.
Oh,
no.
That's definitely Odessa. So you can tell, you know.
But man, sometimes
yeah.
lately I've been like, sometimes I'm just not feeling it, you know. But I have something. What I found is that even if I'm not feeling it, something's scheduled, right? So I have to go. I have to do it, and once I start doing it, it kind of comes back.
Yeah.
You know? But
that is, that's I'd feel the same way. Like you're just sitting there, like, dude, I don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
And then you go, you're kind of not into it at first, and then once you get in your groove,
exactly.
It's fun,
I guess it's like a runner's high, you could say.
Yeah.
You just get into it, after doing it so much.
You just feel really good afterwards. You're like, oh, cool. Like, I got that done, and then you're kind of like excited and stuff.
And I've seen some people post about getting demotivated or whatever. But that's like a good advice, no? Like, just fucking do it. Like, just start doing it.
If you like get out there, just take a couple shots. Like the hardest part's gonna be actually getting your ass up to do it. But once you're in the element, in the zone, I think you're gonna be grooving. It's just like a runner's high. I mean, that's the closest thing you could say.
It really is, man. I realized that like this past weekend, Saturday, I had something scheduled. I cannot flake, I'm not gonna fucking flake on people.
Did you have just one thing?
I had to, but for the first one, day? I was like,
you ever notice that on the days where it's just like one, you're like, ugh, like I don't want to just go do
it's just one.
You know what I mean? Like that sometimes happens to me where I'm like, really, just one shoot? Like you kind of just, you're like, man, like why did I schedule that today or something? Yeah. But then when you have a ton, you're like, you're in for a busy day, so you like prepare yourself and you're like, all right, I got a lot to do today, so let me go do that. Like, this past Saturday, I only had one, just like literally a 30-minute one, and I was like, I just gotta go do that, like whatever. But then I was like, cool, I don't have anything else. It's just when you only have one, you're like,
I just like it because, like I said, I wasn't feeling not only not doing photography, but not doing anything. I didn't want to do anything that day,
Yeah.
And so I did that one, and after that, I like, I got going,
Yeah.
So it's just like, even if it's just fun, and
it's just with anything. Once you get up and go do it, you get into it.
Yeah, you're always gonna have those days.
Like people who go to the gym, I'm sure they hate the thought of going to it, and once they get there, they're like, dope.
Yeah, dope. We're
how's your keto diet going?
I was non-existent because I was in LA, bro. I wasn't gonna be on a diet in LA. First of all, what the hell?
Pause on the diet, homie.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I ain't going. I ain't in no diet for a whole week. I'm like, I'm about to eat as much as I can. You know how much good food there is in LA? It's ridiculous. You could eat at a new place every single day for probably months.
Yeah,
because there's so much.
You gotta be careful.
I
beat your fucking record. I ate 14 tacos on Saturday.
We should tell Roman to come with us.
Dude,
14?
Are you? Yeah. Can you eat?
Hey, I can eat.
Do you like Hispanic food?
I can eat, homie. Yeah.
You like tacos?
Okay. Yeah.
There's a spot literally down the street from here, right here on Wells, that they do all you can eat tacos, right?
Is it that Anna's place you told us about?
Yeah, I mentioned it to you guys.
You told us about that. We still haven't gone. I don't know, man. We literally, I swear to God, we talk about it every week. Let's go there, get unlimited tacos.
This Friday, I'm gonna message him and be like, go to Anna's.
Straight
up.
Full
disclaimer though, you gotta be able to eat for it to be worth it.
Oh yeah, if you're doing all you can eat tacos, you better come in hella hungry. Yeah. Because if not, you're gonna pay a lot of money for just like 6.
Yeah.
You could just get their normal 6 taco plate at that point.
We're there to devour, man.
If we're going, man, we gotta be ready, man.
14, that's impressive.
I ate 14. I could eat more, but I was like, you know what? Let me test the waters.
I mean, don't overstuff yourself either.
I was feeling it like at night, I could feel like my stomach doing some weird things,
Did they tell you what their record is? Because last time I asked them, there was 18. Somebody ate 18 tacos. That was the most.
I'm gonna go in for that record, homie. Hey, I'm coming in.
We gotta take Roman, dude. Hey, let's plan it. Let's go for dinner there next week or something.
Yeah, man.
Hit up Anna's. It's really close. Hey, Wednesdays is free. Maybe next Wednesday. He's free Wednesdays.
Oh, okay. I thought free tacos.
No, dude, hell no. I wish. No, I'm saying he's free Wednesday, so we could go like on a Wednesday all together.
Are you off on Wednesdays?
Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh. There you go. So we could go like after you're off work or something.
Do you find it like would you rather have like weekends off? Does that affect like your car photography stuff?
No. Scheduling. Well, for me, like if I have a shoot, they're cool at work. Like if I want to peace out early, whatever, they're cool with it. But for me, it's like it doesn't really matter. I've always had Tuesday, Wednesday off, so I was just stuck with it.
Kind of used to it.
Yeah.
How's Kayla's work schedule?
Like, it's the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's had Tuesday, Wednesday off forever too.
That works out.
Yeah, we planned it like way back when she was at our bar, and then she got a new job. She asked for Tuesday. They offered Tuesday, Wednesday off. She's like, oh. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, she's like, I'll take it. No, that's cool that you guys have the same days off. Because I would think like if she was off weekends, that'd be rough, Because
exactly.
You're probably busy and stuff. How long have you guys been together?
God, almost 3 years.
Okay,
so you did a shoot for them, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's where I met him.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I had done photos for her before.
Did you know about him?
Yeah, because he's done photos with Kayla for it was a while, right?
Well, I did like a shoot for just her like 2 months before your guys's, and then she asked me for pictures of you two, and that's where I met him.
I was so reluctant to shoot, dude. I've never done couples
well,
photos,
he told
dude.
me when he showed up, he's like, "Hey, bro, I don't really know what to do," and I was like, "I got you, man. Don't worry about it." But I just kind of worked with them. They were, he was very good of like, just do this, and he's like, dope, I'm gonna do it. Like, he wouldn't question it. He was like, I'm gonna do what I do. And Kayla's more into like photos, so she would kind of guide everything for him. Like, she like, no, babe, do this or look this way, and that made my job a lot easier because she was kind of controlling that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, the pictures come out great. I love that
dude,
set.
They're awesome.
It was super nice.
I was gonna say, my lock screen is.
Oh, nice one of them.
Photo, yeah.
Oh, really?
Hey, there you go. No, yeah, but I mean, that's where I met him, and he's like, yeah, I do car stuff, and like I followed him after. I'm like, oh damn, dude, this dude's like killing the car game. Because I know she does a lot of car stuff too, right?
The car photography
god.
Yeah, she has a bunch of stuff.
One of the conversations we had when we met is, she's like, oh, I do photography too and stuff. And she's like, my boyfriend does a lot of car things. And she like showed me your Instagram. I'm like, oh shit, dude, like that's really nice. And then she's like, yeah, I like do car stuff myself too. And like, so it was kind of cool that you guys are both into like photography.
Yeah,
also, which is dope.
That was like one of our main things that was, God, what's the word?
Like an icebreaker almost?
I guess. Yeah. It's an icebreaker. Mm-hmm. She was into cars. I was into cars. She was in photography. I was into photography.
So it just worked out well.
Yeah, like one of our, I think like 3 or 4 of our first dates, I did photos of her car, and then I did photos of her.
Nice.
So it was easy. It was cool. Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that sounds like it just went really smooth.
Literally, yeah, dude.
Hey, you're both into pictures, both into cars. Let's make something happen.
Yeah, straight up. No, it was fun.
No, that's awesome, man. No, you guys are cool. I had a lot of fun that shoot in Verdi. It was really nice. Weather was
it in
really
Verdi?
good.
I thought it was like
it was in Verdi.
Melrose.
Yeah.
No, it was in Verdi. Oh, like the Melrose Fields?
Yeah, wasn't it over there? Oh.
No, it was in Verdi.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think we showed up like 45 minutes early. Holy shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we drove.
Apologize for that. That's a good thing, bro.
No, they did get there a lot earlier. Like way earlier than we were supposed to.
Yeah, we drove from South Reno, so we figured, I think it was around like 5 or something. So we figured there'd be a bunch of traffic. Nope.
No, you guys got there hella fast.
Straight shot, dude.
I got there like 15:10 before the time we were supposed to meet, and they're like, because she messaged me like, "Oh, we're here," and I'm like, "Damn!" I was like barely leaving my house. I was like, "Yo," I'm barely leaving my house. That's like 40 minutes early.
We're committed. Dude.
I mean, I respect it. Like, I'd rather you be early than late, but I was like, I feel bad now because they're already there.
Yeah.
And I would think we were supposed to meet around 5, right?
I think so, yeah.
And I think they got there around like 4:10,
Dude,
4:15 when she
it was early,
me, and I got there at like 4:40 something. So I'm like, oh, well, hi guys. I was like, you're here early, but we can get started.
Yeah, never be late.
Yeah,
as long as we're not late, we're good.
Yeah, he's like, I'd rather be 30 minutes early than late.
Oh my God,
so.
straight up.
So shooting portraits for you is just out of the picture? Are you not gonna get into it?
It's not out of the picture, but like I've done a few. Usually, if I do portraits, it's just of Kayla.
Mm-hmm.
No, nothing else.
Yeah,
because like you do, if you like tell people to go other places, suggest other people for car stuff. That's what I do with weddings.
That makes sense.
Portraits. I'm like, yeah, but if you want really good photos, go to these guys.
It's also kind of cool to do that in the community of like if you know someone does something in specific, it's like go to them. Like people when usually ask me for cars, they're like. Now I send them to you, because I'm like, hey, I know this guy.
Yeah.
Before, there'd be, like, another person where I'm like, go to him or something. And sometimes people are like, do you do, like, studio newborn? I'm like, no, I don't, but this person does.
Yeah.
Because I know of someone who does, that's, like, their specialty.
Exactly, yeah.
Sometimes people will be like, do you ever do, like, boudoir stuff? And I'm like, no, I don't, but this person does. And then they're like, cool, thanks. And then they go to someone who does it, you know? Like, I've been asked for people who, like, do you shoot, like, music video stuff? And I'm like, not really, but this person does. And then they're like, dope. So then they go to them. So it's kind of cool to help out other people like that, too, because it's like, that's their clientele, man.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
That's just what they do.
You know what I noticed, too? Like, at least for me, it's getting to that point where, like, oh, you do have this date available for, like, a wedding? And I'm like, oh, no.
No, yeah, so you guys suggest someone.
It's gonna start to get to that point where you have to
Isn't it funny how you go from the person they refer you to the one referring?
Yeah.
Because I used to be that person where everyone would send their weddings to me. Like, they would be busy. Like, Chef and Davey and them, they'd be like, oh, we're busy, but go to Nando. And they would come to me or something. Now it's the opposite. Now I'm the one who's like, I can't because I'm already booked out for the year. But this person's available, you know? And me and him sometimes we're like, are you free this date? No. Damn, me neither. So then it's like, we'll pick somebody else to go to and stuff. The girl you sent me, she came to me, by the way.
Are you going to do it?
Yeah. I mean, she said more than likely, but she was going to go over it. So if she does, I'll buy you your Anas or something.
Unlimited.
He's like,
nice of you, man. That's nice.
Less free tacos.
If she books that wedding, I'll get you all you can eat tacos when we go.
Oh yeah, son.
Take a.
Yeah.
No, go for it, man.
Go for it, man. You also did this podcast, right? I don't think we've done a podcast since you did that podcast, like the Reno Elevated one.
Oh yeah, no, we hadn't.
No, it's been a while, dude. Like, what the hell?
Has it really been that long?
Yeah, because we did one like on Tuesday this week, that 1 week, and then took that whole week off, and then the next one, and now it's fucking Wednesday, you know? So it's been a while, man.
Who was our last?
We have McKenna.
McKenna. Was that really that long ago?
Yeah, so how was that podcast, dude?
I mean, it was cool, man. We, I basically got interviewed for like an hour and a half.
Right. How was it different going as a guest?
I think I felt more comfortable because we do these now, like really often. So I felt more comfortable. Like, no, I wasn't nervous. I was excited more than anything. Yeah. You know, they had like a list of questions they wanted to ask me, so they kind of just were like, "We're gonna go down the list." I was like, okay,
Isn't it kind of funny that we don't plan shit?
No. Yeah, I noticed that's the difference between ours is like me and you, like we just kind of freeball it as we go. And we kind of ask as the podcast is going. They kind of had like a set list of like, we're going to ask you about this. So which you can kind of know, which is fine.
Honestly, we should probably do that. But I
mean, I think at this point, it's kind of our thing to just go with the flow.
Just ramble for an hour.
And I think people like that too because they're like, you're not really like super staged or whatever. Like you kind of just do it.
Damn, look at this man. He came all dressed up
and
everything.
Kayla gave me these. I swear to God. I swear to God, Kayla dresses me, bro.
In the shoot, dude, my man was fitted. He had like the nicest dress shoes on. I was like, okay, Roman.
Kayla dressed me, dude.
That day she was like, you're wearing this.
So like
that sounds about right.
Straight up, dude.
Dude, it's just the For Creators by Creators podcast.
It's just
like,
a little
to come all dressed up.
Right? We're over here just hella casual. Man came in.
I look at this guy and I'm like,
I haven't felt like this since Chosen came. Remember when Chosen came in hella style and I was like, bruh.
You had to do it, huh?
I was like, Chosen, damn, right? Dude. You know Chosen? Mm-hmm. He came in here, man.
He was so like dripped out, bro. My man's was just so nicely fitted, coordinated. We're over here in like hoodies. What up?
Don't mind us.
It's okay. It was just a casual thing.
It's fine.
Maybe we should start dressing up, bro. Every podcast pull up with like, you know, chino pants and like a button up or something. Nah, I can't do that. I like to be chill when I come here. This is my like, I'm just gonna wear a sweater, bro. It's cold outside.
But gotta stay comfy, dude.
No, yeah.
What were we talking about?
Oh, well.
I forgot, bro.
Well, the podcast that I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, it was cool, man. It's different being a guest as opposed to like a host, you know, because you're not asking people a thing. They're asking you everything. So you're just doing your best to entertain the podcast.
Yeah.
And I think it helps to have your own because you know that you should make the conversation last or like you keep the conversation flowing and everything.
Yeah, and I saw these, I've been listening to the other one too, like the fuck, what was the name of it?
Another podcast here?
Yeah, the other podcast. What's the name of it?
I think I know which one you're talking about.
The Diamond District.
Oh yeah.
Dude, they have a good thing going, man.
Yeah, theirs is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I think I've listened to it.
They have like a cool, like DJ there, just kind of mixing everything up. I'm like, man, we gotta step our shit up.
We gotta step it up, yo.
We gotta get all that in production. Damn.
But I guess like I said, everybody has their own style.
Yeah, I mean, their podcast was just like if you're a business owner, you know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, we're interviewing local business owners here. Yeah. So that's their focus is just people who have a business, pretty much. And
do you consider yourself like a small business owner, basically? Or you wouldn't go that no, far?
I wouldn't go there yet.
You just do it for fun.
Freelance? Yeah, I think you could just be like, I'm a freelancer. Because I mean, technically we are too. But I mean, he even has like a business license now,
Yeah.
so he's technically a small business and stuff.
Yeah.
But to me, a freelancer is someone who like you're just not working for a company, you know. So if you do it full time yourself, like you're still kind of a freelancer because
technically,
you're not really shooting like by a contract towards like an agency or anything. But then you're like a business owner.
What do you want to take it? Do you know what you want to do with it?
Well, originally the goal was to get where I'm working now. I think
so step one done.
Yeah, step one done.
There you go.
I don't know. I've thought about a couple things in the future, but I think to branch out more towards like doing promo stuff for other businesses, I guess you could say.
Nice.
Oh, yeah,
Hopefully
nice.
related with cars. If not, then no. Because like through the connections that everybody knows at Muscle Motors, I've done a video for a brewery and a tint shop, I think. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
No, that's cool.
And it's cool to like change up the pace and do videos because video's fun. Like
there's so much you can do with it.
So much you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cool.
And so I think like getting into that more would be cool. Doing more videos for businesses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not like interview type stuff, but God, how would you explain like a
like
highlight
promo
reel?
videos?
Yeah, like a promo. Yeah,
Yeah.
straight up. So like just highlighting what they do and stuff like that. That would be cool.
You should also like maybe reach out to companies too. You know, like what if you reach out to like I don't know Mercedes-Benz and then you're like, hey, can I do a video of your
honestly the worst thing they can say is no.
Straight up. Oh
I
my
know.
God, dude.
That's always been my advice to people. It's like if you
Wouldn't
want
that
to
be
reach
nice?
out to like brands.
What if they're like, oh, we'll lend you this car for a day,
Yeah.
do something
Yeah.
cool
You never
with it, you know?
That was my biggest hurdle. Like at first, like the fear of rejection. Like fuck, dude, I don't
Screw
wanna-
that, man.
But I said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna take what I have, give them my portfolio. If they like it, they like it. If not,
Yeah. If not, you're not losing anything.
I
If
know.
they say
straight
no.
up, yeah.
Like, it's like that with anything. I think
Yeah.
you can apply that to like people who are like, I'm scared of applying for this job because what if they say no? I'm like, what are you gonna be poor the rest of your life because they say
yeah,
no? Like,
you're
it's
not with the
fine.
job right now.
It's
Yeah,
like, what if they say yes though? You know what
Exactly.
And I
Like,
can
you
see
gotta
where
think
that
about
comes
it.
from, you know, because I was there at one point too. But
Oh yeah, I mean
the other
same,
thing
dude.
is like if you're not getting clients, then keep putting your stuff out there. Do some things for free. Like eventually, someone's gonna be like, oh, look at this guy. He's been doing this
yeah, exactly.
every day for the past month or whatever.
I
Like,
had like a good friend of mine recently kind of come to me with like he was just frustrated that, you know, like he's not getting clientele or like he feels like his things are just not getting out there as much, you know?
Yeah,
And I'm like, see, the thing is, man, like the more you do it though, the higher chance there is that it's going to get that way.
exactly.
It's just you can't expect it after a few posts. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Exactly.
You know, it's like, dude, it took me so long.
I bet.
I've been shooting over 5 years. Like it took me a long time to get there. And it's like, if it happens to you sooner than that, then great, you know. But some people it takes them 5, 10, 15. Like I know people who've been shooting like 9 years and they're barely starting to be like full time.
It's not. Yeah, it's not like a clout train. It's not a hype train, dude.
No,
you're steady climbing, man.
Your time comes when it comes. Like there's no set date on when you're gonna do it.
and
Like, you know?
social media is so powerful, dude. I notice
it's
every time
ridiculous.
I stop posting for let's say like a week, the bookings go down, you know, and then I start going again. People start sharing them maybe, and you start getting some bookings. You start getting money off of that, you know.
I've been like kind of bad about posting for the past 2 weeks, and I've noticed the difference.
You're telling me.
I mean, there's
I can
people
tell,
booking April a lot.
Uh-huh.
Because that's like grad season, so I'm getting a ton of grad stuff for April. But March I've only had like maybe 3 or 4 things booked in March. But then again, with me, it's weird. People always start booking like at the end of the month before. Or once they see like my monthly special, they're like, oh, and then they hop right in it.
Yeah.
So then I get like 7, 8 slots or something. But then I'm also like raising pricing in March. So I'm trying to tell people like, hey, if you want to book for the price now, like you should do that right now.
Do it now.
Like, once March 1st hits, it's going up.
Have you ever done any of that? Like having specials, mini shoots, anything like that?
Usually I don't do like specials like that. Usually I just tell them right away. I give them my packages, and if they want to combine them, I usually hook them up with a deal. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
But like I'll do it for say prints of stuff like that.
Oh, you print your stuff too?
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
It's so much better.
It's so cool seeing your own stuff like
it is
in
cool.
paper, dude.
Yeah. There's something really magical about seeing your image printed in big, because then you see it for what it is. You know what I mean?
It's not just.
It's
on
only
your
looks so
phone.
nice on a phone.
Yeah.
And a computer. Like you got to see it.
Tiny
physically.
screen. Yeah.
That's why at one point I was so big on like printing canvases of my stuff and just hanging them around my room.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to just love seeing them. I'm like, dude, this looks tight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then after a while, when you have the same thing on your wall, you're like, oh, I got to switch it up. So then I like sold all of them, and I'm like, I need to print out new ones.
Yeah.
And just prints or something.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so much
prints
better.
are cool.
They're cool. They're good gifts too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
So you offer that as a service? So you like print the photo and then you sell it, or how do you do that?
Well, nowadays, because usually most of my stuff is angled towards the car dealership and that side of automotive stuff. So usually what'll happen is like do a photo shoot, offer them a print. If they want to like pay an additional for to get something, say, in the garage and stuff like that. We thought about doing stuff of like, if a car sells and it's a more unique car, I guess you could say, we offer like, if you want a couple prints of that, big posters, stuff like that. Usually we'll toss those in at an extra price. So for now, it's like all of my photography is going through the dealership. Which is cool.
Which is kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, they still allow it. They let me
yeah.
do my thing, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
that's
Good
a
opportunity.
good place to be doing photos for, because all dealerships here have like a connection with each other.
Oh my-
you know, like
yeah.
they all
Oh,
talk
yeah.
to each other.
Yeah,
and everything.
everybody talks.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
so-
work at one. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where do you work?
I work at Toyota Lexus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the Dolans.
Nice.
Yeah, so but I'm just like buffing cars and I fucking hate it.
Are you tired of it yet? You're tired of it, huh? Every new podcast, he's like, I'm tired of my fucking job.
I'm sick of this shit,
I'm
man.
like, I think he's over it.
The thing is, I enjoy photography so much more.
Yeah.
You know?
It's your passion.
And but it's just kind of easy for me now.
Mhm.
So and I can make it work still, so I'm still there.
Yeah.
Well, it's just once you get comfortable at something you're good at, you know,
Mhm.
it's
I am
kind of hard
comfortable
to
right now,
leave it.
which
so.
is not always a good thing, but for
Yeah,
now
yeah.
it just kind of works.
Yeah. I remember that one time you said like it still gives you structure.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
another
yeah.
thing
Oh,
that
yeah,
can
that's
help.
true.
Yeah.
See, he does watch
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Pays attention, dude.
He does watch,
Yeah.
Yeah, he
man.
does watch.
But
Yeah.
like an actual full-time job, it still gives you that structure.
It's
to
kind
get
of
up.
like that what we talked about earlier, that doing one shoot during the day kind of brings you back to
Yeah.
Mhm.
to that flow state or whatever.
Mhm.
It's kind of the same with my job, you know. I have to get up in the morning.
Exactly.
After
Yeah.
that, I'm just going, you know.
Yeah. You can't just sleep in.
So
whenever
for
you want.
now, it just kind of works out. But now I registered like as a business, so now I'm getting like my finances like more straight up. I can see what it looks like,
Yeah.
and I can probably see myself going full time soon, but we'll see.
Do it.
Damn.
We'll
I'm
see,
gonna be
we'll see.
so
14
happy for you,
podcasts
bro.
later, he's getting there, dude. He's getting there.
14 podcasts in, my boy's about to send it.
Nah, man.
That's the
haven't
day
made
we
a single-
celebrate.
a single penny of this fucking podcast.
Yeah, the podcast is just for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're making no money from this.
I know, man.
If anything, we're
Nice.
spending money.
Sponsor,
Yeah.
please. White Claw.
Yeah, like, yo, White Claw, sponsor us. We're just some logos from Reno, bro, where we're trying to make it out there.
I know. I'm straight up
Hit us up.
Mexican. I'm drinking White Claws.
Yeah, like every other episode now, we're going to have White Claws here. Oh, man.
Do you have any projects coming up maybe that you are excited about, or nothing really?
Well, usually it's whatever car comes in. I get like try to build a project around it. I've been thinking of one. We have 2 R8s now. At the
R8s.
dealerships.
Sick.
Those are so nice.
Oh
dude.
my god, dude! It's yeah. Well, it's yeah. So
He's like, yeah.
it's cool. They're cool cars. It's cool to take photos of them, but I hate driving them, dude.
Really?
Expensive cars. You get anything wrong with it.
Oh,
It's so expensive.
yeah.
So it's like it's sketchy, but I'm trying to incorporate more of like more than one car in a video type deal with storylines behind it. So
Nice.
I'm planning to do something with those, and then what's another thing? Oh, for just a bunch of cars, I'm trying to do more reviews of like car reviews and stuff like that to give. It's a cool way to build a channel on YouTube, and then to give customers like an in-depth experience of what it is.
Oh, nice.
A day in the life type
like
deal.
like
you
the
know what
ones
I mean?
where
I see.
like the YouTube videos where they give you like little tours of the car.
Yeah,
and they drive it around and everything.
Yeah,
yeah, those
walk
are
around.
cool.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
those get a lot of views too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, straight
They
up.
get a lot.
And it's cool, dude. Like you're whipping around a cool fast car and like you're doing it's fun.
When I was trying to buy my new car, I would look through those.
Yeah, same.
But then you can
Yeah.
make something so much better, you know, because some of them are just like
standard, like
standard
they're like this.
videos.
It almost looks like they just like had their phone out. They're like,
yeah, straight up.
I can see you making like a sick ass video, you know.
Yeah. I tried it once. That's the issue is I'm fucking way too quiet, way too shy for it. That's true. So I'm just trying to like
break out a little bit,
figure it out, like feel.
I relate to him. I relate to him because I did like 3 vlogs, never been that quiet, and then after that I'm like, nah, blogging is not for me.
It's not for me. I mean,
I don't think I would ever blog either, even though I'm more like outspoken and out there, because I just hate recording myself. But you know, I don't have a problem like talking to people. I'm just used to it now.
Yeah,
I was when I was younger. You know, like when you kind of break out of your shell. Yeah. That happened to me like after high school, where I just like became Mr. Social Butterfly, and I was like friends with everybody.
Yeah.
It's the famous guy over here.
Oh my god.
Dude, the worst part is like
knows him. Has gigs in LA. Has gigs in Oregon.
My cousin. My cousin lives out there. You act like I went to do a bunch of random strangers.
Don't forget about us, man,
when I make it down in there in LA.
When I make it out.
Once I hit 7K followers, I'm moving to LA.
Gang gang.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that.
Dude, the worst part about like editing vlogs and stuff of yourself, you're just like watching whole footage back and like, God damn, I'm so awkward. What is going on,
like,
homie?
What am I doing?
What are you doing, man?
Just like a small clip, and then like 3-4 minutes of it just trash.
Throw it away. Get rid of it.
I don't need any of this in there.
Yo.
I know the struggle, man.
Oh man,
that's tough.
So the iPad is running out of battery. I forgot to plug it in.
Classic.
So we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. Do you wanna maybe just plug your Instagram one more time so people can go follow?
Anywhere they can find you at and all that.
Instagram is at ROMIIKR.
Romik.
Romik? Yeah. I was gonna say, I'm like, how do you say that?
Yeah, my dad, that's what he calls me, as Romik.
Oh.
So I just made it
Do you speak Russian?
Yeah.
Fluent?
Dude, say something in Russian.
Can you say For Careers by Careers podcast in Russian?
I don't know how to say that.
Oh, really?
Спасибо, что вы слушали этот подкаст. Очень рад, что вы здесь остановились.
Bro, that's so
Давайте слушайте для следующей и до следующего. Давайте.
That was the cleanest thing I've heard all
day.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's so sick, dude. Russian sounds so
sick.
dope.
Oh,
you sound like Vladimir Putin. Is that how you pronounce it?
Well, I mean, he is Russian, bro.
I know, yeah. I feel like every Russian, like, I mean, I don't know if this is rude, but like they all sound the same, you know. Once you start speaking in Russian,
I think the language is so like strong.
It's harsh. Everybody says like, "Damn, why are you so angry, man?"
Yeah, it sounds like like almost like you're pissed.
Yeah,
I know.
It's like intimidating almost, you know. But I love it, dude. It's such a cool language, man.
Sick. That sounded. What did you say?
What?
What did you say?
Oh God, I think I said, "Thanks for tuning into the podcast, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you next time for
Damn. That's so sick.
I'm gonna put that in the beginning.
yeah. He should have just done the intro in Russian, bro. That's so dope, man. No,
I hope there's somebody out there that knows Russian. You know?
Yeah, maybe we'll get a Russian viewer who's like, "Oh, hey."
Yeah, I was pissed at my mom when she did this, but when she still lived here with me, she would ground me every time I spoke English in the house.
Really?
And I'd be so mad. And then here I am, like 10 years later, like, you know, Mom, MVP.
Yeah, she kept you fluent, huh?
Yeah,
That's
she
true.
kept me speaking it. Wouldn't let me speak English.
Man.
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, bro. It was great to have you.
Fun time, man.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Appreciate it. And then, yeah, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you for
stay tuned for the next guest.
Watching.
Hopefully we'll be able to do that next week back on schedule and stuff.
Yeah, we're locked on. So we'll see you next week.
Oh, the silence way too loud.
All right, peace out.
Can we get over it? Should we just keep this up? Can we get over it? 'Cause haven't we had enough? Can we get over it? Or are we too deep in love? Can we get over it? No. Can we get over it? No. Just let me be honest.